Hello, welcome once again. In this video, the poem Schoolboy is explained in detail. Today I am going to take up the poem The Schoolboy written by William Blake. It's very interesting because the boy is there in us. He is a mirror of us. Let's see how it is. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. Now here summer morning. So whenever there's a sunny morning, people come out and enjoy the warmth of it. That's why the boy says that when he wants to rise early and get out of the house, and he wants to listen to the chirping of the birds. The distant huntsman winds his horn. In the morning, the hunters go for hunting, and they make a sound of the horn. So he likes that. And the skylark sings with me. The skylark, a bird, a type of a bird it is. That sings with me. Rather, he sings with a bird. Oh, what a sweet company. Oh, this is a very nice company for the boy. He wants to be with them. But to go to the school on a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. So when the parents tell him to get ready for the school, the very thought of going to the school, all the joy, whatever he has, it goes away from him and he becomes very sad. Under a cruel eye outworn. So it is the metaphor for a strict teacher. A little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. The whole day, because of that continuous onslaught of the information. So they are bored up and they sit the whole day in sighing and dismay. Then at times, eye drooping sit. So I see how beautifully he uses it. So when a bird is sick, it droops its wings and sit. So he compares that. So he sits like that and spend many an anxious hour. He's restless inside the class. Nor in my book can I take delight. So books don't give him interest. He is not interested in reading. Nor sit in learning's bower. No, he calls it bower. Bower is a shady place, we say. Here it is for the metaphor for the school. Learning's bower. Worn through with a dreary shower. Teacher after teacher, they come and they teach so many things. It is like a shower. Shower here, the rain, onslaught of the rain. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? Now he compares himself to a caged bird. When the bird loses its freedom, how can it be happy? Freedom is paramount for anybody and everybody. So, how can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wings? Oh, when he is gripped by a fear, how can he be happy? So he has to sit like a bird with a drooped wings and forget his youthful spring. So when the problems are there, when he has lost the interest, how can he simply forget the beautiful days of childhood? Oh, father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away. Now he directly addresses his parents. He says, is it good if a bud which has to blossom. If you nip it in the bud itself, is it fair? He asks. And the blossoms blown away. So when it is flowered, the flower petals of the flower, if they blow away, is it good? And if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day. Springing day here means growing age, that is childhood. So, is it good that you are taking away the freedom and you are not allowing the plant or a bud to grow and to blossom? So, that is not fair, he says. By sorrow and cares, dismay. So, when there is a sorrow and there is a dismay, then how can one be happy? Here, the boy compares himself to a bud, to a flower, and to a tender plant, which have to grow. So, his life is like a bird's life or like a tender plant's life. So, he asks his parents to give him freedom and allow him to grow by enjoying his childhood days. This is the idea. How shall the summer rise in joy, or the summer's fruit appear, or how shall we gather what griefs destroy, or bless the mellowing year when the blast of winter appears? So when we read this, from the last line we have to go. So he says, when there is a blast of winter.
And then stopped it altogether.
You know what? At first, you really didn't see a whole lot because it was almost zero visibility. First, you see a bunch of brake lights.
Blast of winter is the chilly wind that blows. It's very painful. People won't go outside at all that time. So when there is a chilly wind, that time the nice thing of summer morning you can't have. At the same time, summer fruits cannot appear because it is winter. Or how shall we gather what griefs destroy? How, in that condition, how can you understand what damage that grief does to us? Or bless the mellowing years. Blessing the mellowing year means caring the childhood. Here, blast of winter is his school life. It is very painful for him. See how beautifully Blake has brought out this picture. So nice. So by this he asks his parents, not to curtail his freedom, not to take away his freedom. Very brief explanation I have given. Then if you want these things in Kannada, another video I have made, you can go through that, and that summary it is there. Okay, you can go through that, write down the summary and learn it better. I told you in the beginning that we find ourselves in a boy, or he is our mirror. Now, how it is? So, whenever it is announced that today is a holiday, then see how you feel. That means even now also, for everybody, school is a jail. We find ourselves in a jail whenever we are in school. Nobody enjoys the school environment because the formal schooling is like that. But we can't do anything, so we have to accept it and we have to go ahead. Okay, but feeling is there, that boy is there in us. Is it so? Now let me give you some idea about the poem. The poem is very good because lot many poetic devices are used in this poem. Devices like metaphor, imagery, then rhythm, rhyme, that rhyme scheme. These all are used amply in this poem. That makes the poem very beautiful. So let us take one by one. When it comes to rhyme scheme, it is AB, ABB. That means I'll explain you what is AB, ABB. So when you take the stanza, how can the bird that is born for joy? So you see the rhyme, end rhyme, that is joy, annoy. These two represent A. So this is A. Same thing as the A we call. The sing is there, that is B if I call it, then wing and spring. So it is A B. So this is the rhyme scheme he has used. Then when it comes to the rhythm means when you read a piece of poetry, if you can sing it very easily to the beats, then we call it as a rhythm. The next is metaphor. Ample of metaphors are used, phrases are used. For example, cruel eye outworn. So for a strict teacher, he uses cruel eye outworn. Then for the school, he uses learning's bower. Then springing day for the childhood, the beautiful childhood, like mellowing year. This also is same. A beautiful imagery also is used in this. Now when you read the droop his tender wings. So when you read that, you make a mental picture of the bird, sick bird sitting with the drooped wings. So that is the parallel he is drawing. So he was in that condition, that was he was like a sick bird. And Blake is very candid in bringing out the negative emotions. Normally no one will accept that they are not interested in the school. So whatever he has felt, that is a negative emotion which we easily cannot accept it. But he has candidly told that yes, I don't like school. I don't want to go to school. It's like a jail for me. And it's neither too long nor too short. So in between it is there. And one more very important thing is, when you take the beginning, the imageries or phrases are not there. First 2 or 3 stanza you find them very simple and easy. But as you go on, the understanding and interpreting level increases as you go by. This is the beauty of this poem. This we call it as appreciation of the poem. This is required for answering 6 marks question. Along with the content, you have to write these points also. That is what it is expected out of you. Okay? Jai Hind. See you once again in the next video.